All right, Coach, swept the weekend, closing it out with a 6-1 victory over Southern Arkansas. What impressed you the most with your girls that you saw over the weekend?
Yeah, we were up in Oklahoma again, and it was cold. It was very cold Friday morning. That's probably one of the coldest outdoor matches I've ever been a part of. I mean, it was in the mid 30s starting out that day, and so I told them, I was like, look, we're gonna have to make our own heat. We're gonna have to make our own noise. We're gonna have to make our own energy. That was not an easy match by any means. We were very fortunate, to get that doubles point. And then we were very unfortunate to gut out some tough matches there. I mean, they're a young team, so I didn't have any idea what to expect from them. They got like 5 freshmen and sophomores on their team, and they're a completely different team from what this team faced last year. So that Northeastern State match was very, very tough. Their girls fought really hard, and we just did a really good job of closing out a few matches when we really, really needed them. And then going on to Southern Arkansas. It was a little bit nicer conditions that day. Southern Arkansas had played a match against Cameron earlier that morning, so they had already, when the team's playing a doubleheader, it's kind of a double-edged sword because sometimes, they're a little bit tired for their second match, but also sometimes they're a little bit sharper in their second match because they've already played a little bit. And so we had to, really, really work hard to close out that doubles. I believe on both days, Dianella and Leticia at 3 doubles clinched the doubles point for us. So that was huge. That's 2 girls who had basically played no doubles, previously in their past, and they're really coming along, pretty well. And so getting the doubles point was really good because it gave, applied a little bit of scoreboard pressure. And then singles, we played with a lot of really good energy. It was nice because everyone got to play. We had, Southern Arkansas had 8 girls that could play. So did we. We had 8 courts to play on. So everyone got to play doubles. Everyone got to play singles. So we ended up winning. I think out of the 12 matches we played, we won 10 of them. So that was nice. And we played with good energy, and it was a really solid team win on Saturday, especially because we needed the energy from everyone, and we needed points from everyone, and that's one thing where this team is really improving, is playing with energy and playing as a team, feeding off of each other.
And 6-1 overall. You mentioned how getting a lot of experience in doubles. Getting a lot of girls out there. What's been the key to success so far, especially just mindset-wise going into the season?
That's one thing that we're always talking about is playing with a lot of energy and a lot of heart and a lot of commitment. This team is talented. We have good athletes. They have a lot of experience. They know how to win. But it's more just about really meeting the challenge every day, because when you're playing in different environments and different conditions, and a lot of teams you don't know a whole lot about. There's not a whole lot of scouting that we can really do. So it's like every match is a new challenge. Every match there's something that's going to happen that has never happened to you before. So you've got to be ready, for all those kind of challenges that come up that you can't really predict. And like I said, we are talented, we are athletic, we have good experience. We're smart players, but the thing that's really improving, from week to week is our team chemistry, their coachability, their energy that they're bringing to everything, and we're starting to see it in practice now too. We do things, I think a little bit different now this year in practice that they've done in the past, and there was like a little bit of a learning curve for sure. But now I think they're really kind of embracing it and getting used to competing a lot, competing every day in practice, and I think that's really starting to pay off for us.
And also, turning the page now to Ouachita Baptist, a team that is 2-5 overall. The last time you guys faced them, you all won 7-0 last year. What will be the new focuses for this week going up against them?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. Again, Ouachita Baptist is not a team that I know a lot about. I can look at how we did against them last year, but there's a lot of different personnel involved. The way I look at it is every opponent is going to be respected, and every matchup we have is going to be something where there's going to be some things happen that you didn't expect or you couldn't really plan for. So it's going to be really important for us to it looks like the weather's going to be nice all week. Looked like it's going to be nice out there on Friday and Sunday this week. So really having a good week of practice. We're fortunate to be pretty healthy, which is nice, getting on to almost the halfway point of the season. So I think the biggest thing is just being really sharp in practice, being ready to get out there and do whatever work it takes to get the win, but also to be ready to be decisive and close out points, close out matches, close out sets as soon as we can, to kind of save some court time. And then on Sunday, kicking off first Lone Star Conference match against Kingsville. They're a team that's always tough. They're well coached. So I think it's going to be, really important. I think we can win a lot of matches against, everyone on our schedule when we've got the doubles point. Without the doubles point, that search for the fourth singles match, always becomes a little tricky. So that's something where I think that, we're getting stronger in doubles. We need to, play with a little bit more confidence. But other than that, like a good week of practice and then just be really, really ready to go out there this weekend.